Okay. So OBS just crashed. Are we live again? Yes, we are live again. All right. Sorry about that. All right. Just wanted to real quick. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's this one. Okay. So that's okay. So 318 is the reason I was thinking that server meshing is end of this year. So I've been actually pretty wrong on my assumption thus far. Because I keep thinking that 318 actually said 2023. So I've been assuming that this all happens at the end of the year because this bar was here. So I'm basically getting locations mixed up a bit. So basically anything post 318 has been able to do these things. Splitting DGS node from replication layer, allowing multiple servers to split simulation is the first time we actually have a server mesh. So this is like baby server mesh, where the replication layer is on a separate server service than the DGS or the server the actual game is running on with the players connecting to it. Server mesh tech preview, the very first server mesh prototype. The aim is to get an early tech preview into the PTU end of the year. This was back for 2022. This sounds a lot more feasible that they've been working on this for an extra year to come out as CitizenCon. The reason I want to check is because this is actually, somebody actually asked if this is going to be in 320. I don't think so, only because they haven't said anything, and I feel like this would be something they'd be screaming from the rooftops that they're going to be doing in 318 or 320. So, this may be like basically either of these things could very well, for me, be a CitizenCon release. So I don't think we're going to have this released. Let's see. Second release, server mesh release. This will be a static mesh of one single replication layer, hybrid server, and 4 DGS nodes to simulate Stanton and Pyro. So 4 game servers, a replication, and a hybrid service. So that's 6. There we go. 6 services, or 6 services is what they call them. Which can be all on the same hardware, but running differently. Basically, they're able to parallelize server tech. So they can have multiple server tech running on the same hardware, further parallelizing the ability that the CryEngine has. Parallelization. And this is like version 0001. Starting, planning, and working on dynamic server meshing and replication layer v2. The future plans are separating the replication layer into a horizontal scalable service, as well as working on a dynamic DGS mesh that allows DGS nodes to dynamically scale up and down and split simulation into dynamic areas, which also we now know as 2 dynamics. So was it this one? I believe it was actually 2. No, I think it's actually this one. Yes, it's this one. So dynamic version 1. No, that thing. So they said quickly move to Dynamic 1, where the assigned servers are dynamically into entity zones based on gameplay and simulation load. This will be much more efficient use of servers in the cloud, and as you only need servers where the players are, whereas static server meshing, you have them assigned to the zones. Dynamic 2 is the final state, the final evolution of server meshing that we know of on the roadmap. We'll take this dynamic assignment of servers one step further by subdividing entity zones themselves into simulation islands. This is an organization of the dynamic objects in one zone, local grid into different groups based on which objects can interact, collide with each other. So, different parts of an entity zone being, or object container, into their own simulation. So, this Dynamic 1 is a big, basically each of these are big leaps between static, Dynamic 1, and Dynamic 2. Big leaps. And yeah, now seeing that this was supposed to be in at the end of 2021, I can definitely see a CitizenCon presentation where we get the tech preview onto the PTO. I could even see them doing server mesh tech preview onto an open PTO, or maybe even a wave 1. Like, I would. That is something that I wish they no, not wish they did. They seem to do is let wave 1 have the updates in pretty good fashion. I think straight to wave 1 would be nice. A good nugget for the subscribers who've been doing this a while. Seeing how a lot of the CitizenCon money does come from subscribers. So yeah, comes from ticket sales and subscribers. And since the people who at CitizenCon will probably have a server mesh build and possibly even Theaters of War, I think a tech preview to wave 2 would be, or wave 1 would be real nice. Yeah, and then these two, I think. Well, this one, I think this one is first half next year, and that's what I think. All right, we've done so many. That's not the one I wanted. Wanted that one. Nope, I didn't want that one, but I want this one. Thank you all for watching. I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I will be back Saturday evening on Tree's channel for Pathfinder's podcast monthly reports for June. Still haven't gone over those. We're so very late. It's almost the end of July. But we'll be doing those, and then I'll be back here again on Wednesday to do more Star Citizen talking. And possibly trying to find a third day that we can do something other than Star Citizen. So I got some Minecraft stuff I'm doing, playing Cities Skylines a lot more. I know Starfield is probably going to take some Star Citizen days because they both kind of the same genre, so I think they can occupy the same space. I am going to be working on videos. At least I have one that I want to do, which is, hey, items don't matter in game, and that I want to see if I can get some commentary from new players. So that is it for me. Thank you all for coming, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone, and as always, be kind.